back to the Holosky Podcast. We're your host. I'm Steven.
And Kyle.
And we are busy tonight recording all sorts of goodies. We're coming back with another Holophone episode for you all because these are our favorite.
They are getting really, really fun.
Love to hear the weirdness that you guys slang our way. It is awesome. I love that everybody's experiencing different shit and everybody's getting more willing to put it out there. The Holophone blows up every time we release an episode, so keep the weirdness rolling. The weirder, the better. We want to know all the crazy shit you got going on. Cryptids, aliens, demons, interdimensional beings, government agencies. Let it rip.
All of it.
We're here for it. But before we get into it, we got to do some house cleaning. So, housekeeping, the business, whatever you want to call it. Check us out at all our social medias, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit. Search up the Holosky Podcast and you will find us there. Come and hang out. Be part of the community. Share any kind of weirdness you find. Everybody's pretty cool. We have a whole cool thing going on the Discord. Come over there and hang out with us. It's pretty chill. If you've got a paranormal experience you'd like to share, Kyle is an expert at getting the details out.
You can call the Holophone, which is
what we want
you to do. It is a very fun and interesting way for us to interact with you guys. And that phone number is going to be 1-618-556-0837. Once again, you can find that in the show notes if you were unable to catch it and don't feel like rewinding and all that garbage. You can write out your story. You can record it with a voice memo app or your camera, whatever you want to do it with, and then email that over to holoskypodcast@gmail.com. You can send stuff on social medias, but those tend to get lost in the ether a little bit faster, just because we're always getting messages on there. And
a lot of times I'll be like at work and it'll pop up and I'll check it and I don't really have time to respond and then I forget that I checked it.
Yeah, same. That happens to me a lot. But yeah, we do our best with that. And then the easiest way for us to keep track of things is with the Holophone. And like I just read one that I'm gonna respond to just because I'm not gonna go into detail about it. But regardless, like when it comes to the Holophone in particular, I may not respond right away. And it's because I leave everything, for the most part, unread and unlistened to before me and Steve get together. That way it's all 100% fresh when we listen to it. It's just that way you get our honest reactions out of it. There's no writing about it. There's no scripting. There's no anything. It is literally off the cuff reactions to it.
It's 100% in.
Yeah. And that's the way we like to do it. And I feel like that's the way everybody likes us to do it. So that's just the way we do it. So I'm not that I've had issues, but I don't want people to be discouraged in like not a sudden response.
Yeah, don't feel like we're ignoring you.
Yes, like that is not the case at all.
We do try our best.
Yeah, it's not the case, and I just want to reiterate that because I don't want people to misinterpret silence or anything like that in a negative way. Because it's not that way. So I just figured I'd put that out in the ether. That way everybody knows and is aware, and nobody gets their feelings hurt because I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah, I hear that. If you'd like to support the show, there's tons of ways you can do it. First and foremost, word of mouth. Share us around the water cooler. Share us on social medias, wherever you feel like talking about weird stuff. If you know people that like to listen to podcasts, throw our name in the hat, get it out there. Keep the hollow wheels a-rolling. Secondly, we do have a Patreon. If you feel like that's a way that you'd like to support us, hop on over there. Check out all of our tiers, and if there's any extra goodies that you'd like, sign up for that. There's all kinds of extra content. Kyle's been working hard over there in the Patreon corner. We have a Venmo if you'd like to send us a little bit of loose change for our Monster Fund. We appreciate everything you guys do for us. And wherever you listen to your podcasts at, leave us a 5-star rating and review. We love it. It's awesome hearing positive words from everybody, so we never get sick of that. Hop on over there and leave us a 5-star rating and review, and I will gladly shout you out on a future show. Today's comes from our friend Justin Wren. He says, love the podcast, 5 stars. Love listening to you guys and also being part of your Discord. Great people and great conversations. Justin, thank you so much for being part of the community. Thanks for taking the time to write out this little review full of awesome goodness. Thanks for being part of the Discord. Our Discord family over there is just awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody is cool. Even when we don't agree, it just works its way. It just works.
Facts.
You know, everybody respects everybody else. It just works.
Yep. And that's another thing for everyone to consider. Like, people reach out to us for help, our advice or whatever. But the Discord, if you're trying to get a hold of me and Steve, is probably one of the fastest way to get a response from us. And then on top of that, there's a lot of intelligent people in there.
Yeah.
With a lot of sound advice. So it is another avenue for someone to, if you're looking for help or looking for knowledge, to go in there and just start asking questions. Nobody's an asshole in there at all whatsoever.
No, like I said, even if we don't agree, it's still respectful enough that everybody can get along.
For sure.
And it's a cool place to just blend ideas and thoughts and feelings and, you know, opinions and personalities, and it just kind of works.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is awesome.
I did just have a sound idea. I would like to find one
gold
but one specific sticker, like one specific design, that every time we send somebody merch or a care package, whatever it is, there'll be one sticker in there that your responsibility for that one sticker is to stick it somewhere.
On the White House.
Anywhere you want. You don't keep it, but you put it out in the world somewhere.
Yeah. We need to make...
I like that idea.
We need to name our listeners. Like the Spooky Crew or Weirdo Crew or something.
The Foot Clan?
Yeah, the Foot Clan sounds... I feel like that might be...
No, it's never been used.
That might be used before.
No.
Maybe by like a group of ninjas that
are
trying to.
No.
They like their arch enemies might be some sort of aquatic.
No.
Amphibious.
No.
Mutated. No. Okay.
No.
Foot Clan it is.
Yes.
We don't know why you guys listen to us. We can't figure it out.
No.
There's no reason to listen to us.
Not at all.
Anyway, I do like that. that idea. I'm going to look in. They've been running some hot sticker deals. I'm going to look in. We'll figure something out. We got to think of something clever.
We got to find one very specific image and it can never change. Once we decide on it, it has to stay that way.
And it is to be put out in the world.
Yeah.
I almost feel like it needs like our...
QR code?
Yeah, QR code worked into it.
Could be. I don't know if there's anybody willing to work with us. Hit us up. If not,
make something weird.
I'll start thinking of stuff.
That's a good idea, Kyle.
Yeah, it'd be.
I just saw the light bulb go on in his brain while we were sitting here.
It was a good one. It was a good one. Every once in a rare while, I have an okay idea.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it because like the kid that came and hung out with us at the Paranormal Con. He saw a sticker that I stuck in Hannibal, Missouri at Lover's Leap. He said, I didn't know who you guys were. Never heard of you before. I scanned the QR code. It brought up your show, and now you're my favorite show.
That's so awesome.
What are the chances?
Yeah.
That all those things came together in that one point, and now I get to meet this dude.
Yeah.
Who traveled so far to come and hang out with us. Like it's so cool.
It's awesome.
I still wish I got the kid. I wish I could remember his name. I know.
Give us your name.
Even if you don't want to put it out there, just message me. Like shoot me a message on the Discord and be like, "Yo, I was the guy that came and hung out with you at the show."
Or send us your picture that we took together, and we'll post it on the socials.
Yeah. Don't be a stranger, dog. It was cool meeting you.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Anywho, wrapping it back around to the Holophone.
The Holophone.
Where we want to be.
The weird shit.
It's like the magnet of the weirdness.
Big facts.
Let's get it. What do we got here?
So here we go. Looks like we got a
Oklahoma
three-piece.
City.
A three-piece.
Three-piece.
So we're gonna start with this one.
Yes, this is the guy that said that he was the starseed, a starseed, and Harry from Resident Alien. I left about 6 or 7 different messages maybe strung out on your machine. Anyway, I realized I left a big mess on your voicemail, and I wanted to just clean and clear that up and put everything more concise, and then I can give you more details later on. I have had at least 3 confrontations with Draco reptilians that I can remember. First was I was abducted in a ship, and I told 2 of them to put me back down into my apartment. Second was my ex-girlfriend was possessed by a reptilian, and I talked to one disguised as a ghost, and I talked to her, possessed, and it said it was a ghost. Anyway. Third, I figured out later on that was not a ghost, it was a reptilian. Anyway, third was I accidentally remote viewed a reptilian in the reptilian Antarctica base, and the next day and night I was remote viewed myself by it and possessed by a reptilian. That was a freaky experience. I have had major Kundalini experiences, which is an experience that happens from the process of spiritual ascension, which awakens psychic abilities. I was meditating intensely for a while and started to develop clairaudience and stopped meditating because it was getting very freaky. While I was in school and in college, I was able to know and go to and find friends that I hadn't seen for a while. I was able to go right to their location and run smack into them. I did this with girls I liked, even though they weren't interested in me in the same way. They knew me and I knew them, but we didn't know each other well enough to know where each other would go. And it'd been a long time since I'd seen them whenever I did this. So it always blew me away when I did do this. I have been studying the Ethicani extraterrestrial methods of manifesting our reality, and I have been studying my consciousness and how it affects my reality for over 2 decades now, and maybe even longer than that, I don't know. And I can now manifest my reality and be where I want to be in life through my thought, intent, and belief. My thoughts, intents, and beliefs. I constantly monitor my thoughts and fight negative thoughts. Still, I have a close connection to my higher self that I can ask questions and be given the answer within days to weeks of asking my question. I wake up out of sleep, or I'm still really actually in the sleep state, and immediately begin feverishly writing page after page of the answer in a notebook. I can read to you the information that I have written down over a few shows of yours. I have seen a UFO with my dad where the UFO was hovering at telephone pole height and was in clear sight through the front window of the car we were riding in. My dad was driving and I was in the front passenger seat. And for many years and over a few decades, I would say I have been hearing and reading words and phrases at the same time holographically from 2 different sources, which is really freaky and interesting, and yeah. So that's me. There's more to me than that, but I've experienced many more weird things, but that's yes. This is Harry from Resident Alien again. I just got through calling. I just wanted to add to my call that my number to contact me back, and I also wanted to add that I am a starseed. I'm certain that you 2 are also starseeds, and there are many of us starseeds here on the planet right now, which is a starseed is an extraterrestrial that is incarnated in a Terran or Earth human body. Anyway, we don't come from here. We're not from here. We're from the stars. That's what a starseed is. So I know about extraterrestrials. You can ask me many different questions about extraterrestrials, and I can tell you many different things. I've studied, you are what you're interested in. So your reality reflects what you are interested in. Your reality is the mirror of what you are interested in. That's what is all around you. Everything that you see is a reflection of you. It is your mirror reality. It is who you are. So if you're interested in extraterrestrials, completely interested in them, then you are an extraterrestrial. Even if you don't want to get abducted by them, at least by the negative ones, you still are an extraterrestrial because that's what you're interested in. That is your vibration that you're vibrating in, and you resonate with that reality, and you attract that into your reality. So everything you see around you is a reflection of you. Anyway, so that's how you know yourself, is by looking around you and seeing what you see around you and what friends you have and that kind of thing. I'm kind of shy, so bear with me, but I want to share my information. Also, I wanted to give this right quick. I just got through listening to this interview. It's amazing. Go on YouTube, look up remote viewing look up Michael Sala and his most recent interview by Dr. Courtney Brown. And that interview is called Remote Viewing Extraterrestrials and Secret Space Programs. An interview with Dr. Courtney Brown by Michael Sala. That's Michael with an A-E and Sala as in S-A-L-L-A. Listen to that interview. It's about 2 hours, and it is amazing because it really does tell you about what extraterrestrials are, what we are, where we come from, why we're here, that there are positive and negative ones of us, about the Draco, everything, about remote viewing, what it is, etc. It's really interesting interview. Really a good lead for at least a show, or at least one show. So anyway, I may try to email you some of this information as well. And I think I just got cut off here. So anyway, yes, this is Harry from Resident Alien again. I just you always forget what you want to say over the phone, especially within the 5-minute time frame, which is probably why that we should have like an interview or something. Anyway, I just wanted to say that I did call your other number, the number that you had in the past, I guess. I wasn't sure which number it is to leave a message on, so I just called, and neither of them said that it was Holosky Podcast. So might want to put that on your message somehow if you could. Also, just wanted to say, love your show. Love everything. You're great. You're amazing. I'm so glad I found you. I listen to you on YouTube. I don't really do much on social media. Basically, my social media is YouTube and comments through YouTube. Anyway, great show. Amazing. Listen to all your shows. I'm glad that you're doing what you like to do, what you're supposed to be doing. That really is doing what you're doing now. Hopefully you can do it full time. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. Keep it up. Just give us more content. Great. Great. I just love it that you present the information and then you discuss it, and you both are bounce ideas off one another. That's what we should be doing. It's how that you are ascending It's how that you are interacting to learn more about what reality really is, and in the process you are ascending and learning more about the spirit side of things, not just the physical, but also the spiritual, which the physical manifests from. All right. Well, anyway, I've said what I wanted to say, and you're welcome to contact me and get an interview or something like that. I would like to share what I know. I need to get it out to the world somehow. I've experienced a whole lot of strange stuff, and I need to be able to share that. So, all right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Harry, Resident Alien, my guy. Thanks for calling us back. We are down to definitely talk. I'm in it for these draconian reptilians.
Hell yeah.
I'm in it to learn. I'm super curious as to the whole starseed thing, and like as to why you feel that me and Kyle are starseeds. I'm digging that.
I'm with that too. And also you said something very curious that everybody knows will always catch my attention and is always going to floor me. But he virtually references Charlie because he's like, you guys are doing, I'm glad you're doing this. I'm glad you're doing what you enjoy and what you're meant to do, really.
Yeah.
And it's the same shit Charlie said to me. And it's something that's always going to blow my mind. But I am with Steve in the same vein of everything. Like, I got mad love for you, man. I really do. I listen to you talk, and I'm just like, I like this guy. I feel like he's honest, and he is all in on his shit.
I know. There's so, like, he is such a source of information. Like, the more stuff he touched on, the more, like, when he talked about remote viewing the reptilian base in Antarctica, I'm like, I'm there.
That's what I'm saying.
I need to know this information.
That's what I'm saying.
And when he said he was abducted by the reptilians and he put his foot down and he's like, no, put me back. I'm like, my guy, my dude is standing up to extraterrestrials.
Hell yeah, dude.
I love it.
Like, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Do we have to fight him, Harry? Is that where we're at? You need us?
I mean, we got your back, yo.
Because
we got your back.
I ain't got nothing to lose, dog.
We'll do what we can.
But yeah, we'll have to set something up where can just get together and have a phone call.
You know what? What we need to do, Harry, is you need to let me and it might be a minute, but what me and Steve need to do is buckle down, get some episodes in the bank, because I feel like
it's going to be a multi-parter.
Yeah, you are probably going to take almost an entire recording block for us.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Because I feel like it's going to be a lot.
There is a lot of information there.
Yeah.
Because he has so like the way he talks and how passionate he is about the knowledge that he knows. I feel like we're in for a treat.
Yes, it's going to be.
And we're here for it.
It's going to be a ride.
And we appreciate you staying in constant contact. I did get your email that you sent not too long ago, probably a couple weeks ago, that you had sent to us about Jordan Maxwell. So I did get to read that. I haven't had a chance to listen to all the interviews that you tagged, but just know that we did get your email and it was not ignored. So, Harry, we're gonna set something up.
Yes. 100%, man. You keep doing you.
Yeah.
You keep fucking learning more about this weird shit, and we are gonna sit down one day in the near future, and you're gonna let us know about it.
Have a very interesting conversation.
Yeah, I truly, God honest, appreciate you.
Yeah, and thank you for all the kind words in that last one. Like that, we can't stress that enough. How much that means.
It means a lot.
Like, we never in a million years, when me and Kyle started this, just hanging out, just talking about weird shit, never in a million years did I anticipate to affect anyone, period, positively or negatively for that matter, especially people that I have never met and may never meet. When I hear stories like that, it floors me.
Yeah.
So we appreciate each and every one of you so much. You have no idea.
Yeah, like we joke a lot, we laugh a lot, but at the end of the day, I sat down with Steve one day and talked about inspiration, and I'm like, there are people across the fucking planet who've got more faith in us and more good intention in us than a lot of people who live right around us.
Yeah, in our everyday lives, and that is awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah, and it's mind blowing. It's really fucking mind blowing that we have so many people out there, and I am not exaggerating at all whatsoever. What you hear in every episode, it's like what you see is what you get. This is me and Steve.
Yeah. Hop on the Discord and talk to Kenneth. He met us at the convention, and he knows that we are just as lame in real life as we are here on the show.
Right. Yeah, and I don't know. It's just who we are. Like, this is it, and we're being 100% honest. Like, we really appreciate everyone that puts anything forth for us.
Yeah, you all are what makes the show go.
For sure.
Getting feedback from you all, listening to your stories, giving us the opportunity to put your stories out there, like that is something that's on a different level.
Yeah.
Especially when a lot of the paranormal and all of this is so still taboo to talk about, like you still get weird looks from people.
Yeah.
You giving us the opportunity to share your stories is of the utmost importance to us.
Yeah, and actually now that my brain reset, where I was going with that is that we appreciate everyone for appreciating who we are. Like, because there's no sugarcoating for me and Steve. We're not putting on a show. We're just us, and you guys appreciate us for that. So, in return, we could never repay that.
Couldn't have said it any better.
No, all right. With that,
fuck with people who fuck with you.
That's right.
That's what you're.
And like
your
old,
tribe.
Like old Gates said, we're gonna go where we're appreciated, not tolerated.
Yeah.
Get some. All right, so we're gonna move on here, and we're gonna see what we have. So here we go.
Let's roll.
Okay, so hey, it's Ingrid, y'all. Dude, totally. I'm like listening to Coast, and it is from this past. I don't know. It's not showing me. 4/9/22. Ian Punnett is interviewing FBI dude, FBI training and the paranormal, and they are totally playing your theme song on there. Oh my God, they're ripping y'all off. Oh no, wait, y'all ripping. Okay, I don't know who's ripping who off, but anyway, it was so funny because it wasn't the regular X-Files theme song. It's the one y'all play. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I was like, oh my God, these guys need to know this. And I'm like, do they listen to Hollow Sky? Does Ian Punnett listen to Hollow Sky? Does Coast to Coast listen to Hollow Sky? Wouldn't that be cool if they did? Bye, I love y'all.
Ingrid, thanks so much for letting us know. I just looked it up on Coast to Coast's page, and it sure is. It is not exactly our intro, but it is the Neo Geo version that we have permission to use. So shout out to Neo Geo, my guy.
Yeah.
Y'all landed on Coast to Coast, dog.
That's big.
Yeah, that is awesome. I'll have to shoot him an email or a message and let him know because that's pretty sick.
It is awesome.
That is big exposure.
For sure.
The dude does awesome work, and that remix he put together, I guess they featured a whole bunch of different X-Files remixes, which is cool, and it's kind of par the course for the show, the FBI and the paranormal, but
yeah.
Dude, Neo Geo put together a banger, so definitely
awesome.
support that dude.
For sure. So with that being said, we're going to move on to the next voicemail.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Where's this one from?
Alabama.
So I'm listening to y'all episode on the Encounter, and I've called in probably I'm the guy that says that your destiny. Well, yeah. People, that would breathe off. And you know, so yeah, that one. All inspired me to reiterate that. I think that now, in the world virtual. Anyway, it's a love podcast. Keep doing what you're doing. Hopefully one day I'll call in and go in. Or maybe contact.
All right, our dude from Alabama. Something definitely interfered with your call. It sounded creepy as shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. It sounded like there was something there with you, but I kept making out bits and pieces of what you were trying to say. If you listen to this, definitely call us back and leave us the message, because it is hard to pull any audio from that. There was just all sorts of interference. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
we
we're
want
definitely
to hear
interested
what you have
hear,
to say.
or what you have to say. But with that being said, I guess we'll move on to the next one. So here we go.
Hey guys, this is Water Woman Kimberly, and I am going backwards listening to your episodes. And I just got to the Water Guys one. Oh my gosh. Very, very interesting. And I can't tell you 1,000 things that have popped up in my mind while listening to this that is so connected to what you guys are talking about. I really can't wait to talk to you guys. My website is up and going officially, and it's just the beginning. We're building, but check it out. It's truthseekerswaterfestival.com, and we would love to have you guys come out, have a booth, go camping with your family, be in the beautiful Appalachian Mountains. And don't worry, it's not like spooky in the woods because we're all camping together, but it is in one of the darkest counties in America. That's why NASA put a telescope right down the road, and it's now become an observatory. And you guys can check that out too, because here where I live, you can see the Milky Way and all the stars. So just want to throw that out there. I would love to talk to you guys. I think we need to do a whole episode about water and how it's alive and conscious and has the ability to communicate. And oh boy, you two do the water, do the language of water so well. And it's just really exciting when people do it very naturally. We all do. But when you become conscious of it, we'll just say that dimensions open up within. Because in my opinion, time travel through space and time continuum is in and through the water. But we'll leave that for another conversation. Great job, you guys. I love it. I'm going to go in and 5-star all of them. It's really one of the best podcasts out there, to the point where I almost am listening to nothing else. So great job, you guys. Such an inspiration. I can't wait to get my podcast going and, getting the information out there for people for solutions and how to thrive in these times. And, we're very blessed to be alive, especially our generation. We saw things how they were before and how they are now. And so I feel like we're the bridge. We're this beautiful bridge where tradition meets technology, and we're able to live in a time where we can share it in person or in a worldwide forum. So excited to talk to you guys. Many, many blessings. And you guys make sure to create a great day. Blessings.
Kimberly, thanks for calling in again. Yeah, we are definitely interested in talking to you, especially like I'm all for the time travel and interdimensional theories. We're here for it.
You know what that
100%.
reminds me of when she says that? Constantine.
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
You've never? Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
How are we even friends?
Lack of options.
Valid point. Valid point. No, but he uses water as, he calls it like a lubricant to get back and forth between hell and current. So it's pretty interesting.
Sick.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in the how water's alive and can communicate.
Yeah, 100%.
I also would like to know what you mean. What you say? We communicate well with the water or something like that.
We naturally communicate with the water.
Yeah, something like that. I'm curious as to how that is a possibility.
I'm game. Let's go.
100%.
We will be in contact. I'm stoked to hear that you're starting a podcast too. So
yeah, congratulations.
Let us know whenever you get that off the ground, and we'll help in any way that we can.
Yep. So with that being said, we'll move to the next one now. This one looks like it's from Texas. Looks like a shorty.
Number off of TikTok about creepy experiences that have happened, and I would really appreciate if I could get a call back I think I have some very interesting things that have happened with, I think, evidence to prove a lot of it, but some of it is local knowledge. So if you could, please call me back. I've been looking for someone to help me get this. I even left messages with other paranormal people who've never returned. Well, one returned my call, but never showed up to investigate. So if you could, please call me back. I will be.
Joy, that is cool that you found us out from TikTok. I'm glad that's kind of coming to fruition and getting our name and our number out there. We will try to get a hold of you to see what you have going on. It sounds like you've got a lot of stuff happening in Texas and no one to really hear you out. So we'll try to get in contact with you and see if we can help you in some way. I don't know that we would be able to investigate. We're not even like paranormal investigators, but we do have some connections.
We're willing to be.
Yeah, I mean, we won't be good ones, but we can, like, I mean, what does that even really mean, though? A good paranormal investigator? You know what, I'll just, whatever. We are paranormal investigators.
There you go.
So
fake it till you make it, baby.
If we can help in any way, then we'll try.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll try to get a hold of you and just at least have a conversation and see what you have going on.
Absolutely. All right, so we got a couple more here. I'm looking forward to this next 3-piece. It comes from our friend Mark from the city of Fallen Angels.
Ooh, I love when Mark hits us up.
He usually goes hard in the paint,
Yeah,
so I'm
my
pretty
dude.
excited.
Let's go.
All right, so here we go.
Oh, Steve, this is Mark from City of Fallen Angels, Los Angeles, California. Stardate 4/28/2022. So, you guys were just talking about matrices and the glitch. So, driving an ambulance in the ER, trauma patients, every once in a while you'll get a deja vu. And you're like, oh, glitch in the matrix. I like to think of those as like a breadcrumb from like a checkpoint. Like you're in this system, you're hitting checkpoints. Believe it or not, they happen so often. It's ridiculous especially when you're in a field where you're interacting with so many different people. Sometimes you'll have them simultaneously with other people, but that to me has been wild. Also, like things that you remember specifically. If you have the gift of ADHD, a lot of people look at that as something negative. If you have that gift, you remember things specifically in your long-term memory. Your short-term memory is shite, but you remember things specifically. So when you go to someone and you say, hey, we just talked about this, I wanted to, and they're like, no, that didn't happen that way. And you're like, no, I know for a fact that then you have somebody else that may have been there, can witness it, and they don't believe it. So that's one thing. when you have something that you specifically remember, and like the lady that had the number for the boyfriend didn't live there, just this crazy rabbit hole you go down. You see that quite a bit if you go back X amount of time, like maybe 6 months or 4 months, whatever that time frame is. There's a cutoff. I don't know what it is, but if you go back, that's what's weird is your ADHD memory. It's not neurotypical. It's non-neurotypical. And you have neurotypical, which are normal people that aren't ADHD. So you have this special long-term memory where you can't forget stuff. You can't forget faces. You can't forget memories. You can't forget the way things are sounding, the way things are spelled, just different things throughout your life, whether it's school, whether it's music, whether it's concerts, all the fun stuff. That's what's cool about being ADHD. Also, your mind moves super fast. You're thinking about 5 things at once. But yeah, so I also called a while back and I got cut off. And I was trying to tell you guys about, I was fasting and I was doing this really interesting approach where you fast. And I was driving the ambulance. I was listening to positive music, Christian music, and no one ever looked up. And the world that I knew, that I thought I knew, shifted drastically, because the things that I saw when I looked up every once in a while, it was like there's different types of, we'll call it technologically advancements that we don't have, and that was pretty interesting. And I asked my partner in my rig, "Do you see that? Do you see anything over there?" And he's like, "No, nothing, just clouds." I'm like, "Okay, all right, I'm just curious." And then I'm like, "Oh, maybe it's hunger pains," trying to figure what it could be. If you're going on 3 days, 4 days, there's just 3 days liquid fast, you still get hungry, and you're just sipping on water maybe. And it was like downtown Los Angeles, cloudy. You look up, you see that the egg, more like the egg shapes that the firefighters are seeing, but you're seeing them in sequence, like maybe 4 of them. Blink, now there's 3 of them, like almost like a pattern. But it was interesting because you see the clouds, you see them, then you wouldn't see them. Then you see the clouds, I'm like, "Do you see that?" And he's like, "Nope." Voicemail, Chapter 2. Start date 4/8/2022. Mark in the City of Fallen Angels. I was just talking about the fasting experience that I did it 3 times last year. The first time I did it, it was really weird because right before Thanksgiving, that week of, and I was doing like 3 o'clock shift to 3 p.m. And then the last time I did it, it was right before my mom found out she had lung cancer, not terminal, but stage 4. It's all in the lymph nodes. That was really interesting. But that time when I was fasting, I was seeing like along the foothills and along the mountains, because you're driving along the 10 freeway or the 210 freeway in California, and you got these giant mountains, the Sierra, just coming down, and so you can see them to your right, and it's cloudy, right? And you see like 3, look like maybe I'll call it helicopters, but they're moving like dancing, like one's going under around each other, and you're just trying to, you're kind of just trying to see if you're seeing that. Your partner, I was like, "Hey," to my partner, "Did you see that over there?" And look on the chaparral, the foothill area of the mountains. Do you see anything? He's like, just the mountains, just the foothills." Like, nothing. You don't see anything. See any planes or anything? There's no. So I finally kind of told him what was going on. He's like, "Oh, I don't see anything." He's like, "Look, did you see anything over there?" And I'm like, because he knew I was fasting. When you go through enough with somebody, they trust you that you're valid on your perspective in that moment, and that was pretty cool. So eventually, it was like I was on my way home, 3 o'clock, tired in traffic, and I was just still listening to worship music, and I just had this feeling: look up, look up. So I'm driving, and I was like, "Why am I hit?" So I lean my head towards my steering wheel, look up, and I see 1, 2, 3, 6 in like a flying V of the circular oval shape, all white, literally above my car. So I checked the time, and it was 3:45, like right before I looked, because playing with the radio. I looked back, and it was like probably 3:55, 3:56. So I didn't lose any time, so I was still driving. I only looked up for a second, and I was like, oh, shit, I better look at the road, because it's California traffic. You can hit a traffic jam any moment. So I look down, and I look up again, they're gone. But it was 12 of these oval-shaped crabs right above me. And I was listening to this song by Ren Company, and it was like, it's called Come On My Soul, and it's basically like this idea, like, you're just trying to get filled up with God's blessing, God's love, God's truth, so you can go in the world and make a difference. When you're in the EMS world and helping people every day, and you're seeing the worst part of humanity, so I like that, to think that I'm just getting recharged to go out there and do something different. And so it was really cool, really unique, and I was like, what the heck? And I'm like, I can't tell anybody about this. No one's going to believe me. I tried to kind of mention it to my wife. My wife's like, she thought I was like joking around. It was just like, whoa. So my partner that is in my rig and my best friend who's also in the EMS world as a firefighter, he was the one who's like, oh yeah, dude, you see stuff all the time because you're seeing things because you're so near the line of life and death. So that was interesting. So I just wanted to let you guys know. Chapter 3, voicemail 3, stardate 428-2022, Markham City of Fallen Angels. Hey, so, yeah, that's weird. Another thing that's weird, so I'm looking for these cleats. It's like random. They're called the Copa Mundial, okay? They are kangaroo leather. So all the PETA people, sorry. I'm not sorry because they're amazing cleats. They're so, when you wear them, it's like wearing a slipper that's like, fit like a boxing glove. It's amazing. And they're the most comfortable cleats. Like even orthopedics like recommend this cleat because they're really great for your feet when you're playing soccer all day. So Adidas Mundial, well, they stopped making them or stopped selling them in California because of the kangaroo, the PETA organization, and other animal activists that don't want you killing kangaroos. But they're like rats in Australia. Only Americans would keep giant rats around. But it's like I remember like a point last year, the year before, during COVID, when they were the ban on it was okay, and it's going back to the Matrix again. And so then I remember a bunch of buddies buying them, and then so I go, I'm like, oh yeah, they went out to Dick's Sporting Goods and the soccer stores. Like, no, we've never had the ban lifted. I'm like, what? So maybe it's misinformation, but it was another one of those pain in the butt. You're like, is this a glitch in the Matrix? Where like 3 people that I play with that got them. They even got the white ones that are even harder to get. And it's like, dang, because those would be so fun to play soccer in. And oh yeah, soccer keeps you young and vitamin E, guys. Take vitamin E all day. My grandma did it. She's the one that's from Poland in the dark forest, and she lived till she was like, I think 93. And her skin, she looked young. Vitamin E. Also, it's in eels. That's why the Asians love the vitamin E and the eels because vitamin E is really extensive in the eel, especially eels. Amazing to eat as well in sushi. Random. There's my ADD kicking in. So I just wanted to touch base. Also, premonitions. Wanted to discuss on that with you guys when you get a chance. Just also seeing life and death and the fringe, seeing people come back to life. That's been wild. And the ER, like, they're dead. Me and buddy looking at each other. And we're kind of just like, it's like a Hail Mary. When you throw a Hail Mary, you hope they'll catch it and win. And we had this guy who, Ross, return of spontaneous circulation of the heart. So basically, the heart's just barely moving. It's not pumping. So you do CPR, epinephrine, and nothing happens. So slowly the heart starts to die. The battery drains out. And the guy was like, not coming back. The doctor called it. And you're like, anybody want this to keep going? Keep doing epi. Going once, going twice. All right. Time of death. They walk out of the room, me and buddy looking at each other like in our eyes. We didn't say nothing. We're both like, come on, man. We're both kind of praying, all right, God, do it. You can do miracles. We know it. We know that there's something bigger than this out there. No joke. The heart started to tick back up. It was going down from 30 to 20 to 15. All of a sudden, you start see it ticking back up slowly to 30 again, to 31, to 32, slowly back up to 40, to 50, to 80. And I'm like, what the? So I grabbed the wrist, grabbed the femoral artery. I'm like, all right, come on, but I'm not saying nothing. So then I grabbed the nurse behind me. I was like, hey, can you confirm this? We think we have a pulse again. He's like, what? He goes, puts his hand.
Mark, my guy, I
You did it
always
again.
love when you show up on the Holophone because I love listening to you talk. But man, you leaving us hanging with these cliffhanger cutoffs. Like, I was invested in that last story. You were at the part where I'm like, did the nurse confirm it? Is this dude alive? And now we don't know.
Yeah.
Now we have to wait a whole nother Holophone episode to figure it out.
This is true. Another way that you can successfully revive people is a straight shot of Monster to the heart.
Ooh, I didn't think about that. Always keep
That
a
will
can of Monster on you.
instantly rejuvenate the heart.
And make you good at soccer.
This is true.
My oldest boy used to play soccer. He was in
He'd
the
take Monster heart shots.
probably. He was in the farming camp for FC Dallas, but once he got to Texas, everybody plays football in Texas, so he moved on to that. He's doing cool things, but he did love playing soccer, so that's cool. I like your take on being more receptive to things beyond the veil based on your profession, like how you're constantly dealing with life and death being so close to one another. I never really put that into context and thought about it in that way until you said something, that you're always on that front line of life and death, kind of crossing boundaries.
Also, his take on like the deja vu and stuff, being in constant interaction with people, like infinitely more people than you and me would be interacting with. Like, that's why there's like this constant reoccurrence of deja vu, and just, I'm like, that actually makes quite a bit of sense because you were interacting with so much on a daily basis that it's almost like increasing the odds, so to speak.
Yeah. I
don't know. Usually your information is pretty fucking awesome.
I do. I love when it pops up.
Yeah. It's awesome. And I love how I was telling Steve, like, because I usually let this play and then I mute the mics so me and him can chatter while this is going on. And I was like, I love how he's just like logging this like his personal journal now.
Yeah.
Like, that's so fucking awesome to me.
It is awesome. It is awesome. I hope you're doing good out there, Mark. You're good. You're a good person. You're a solid
Absolutely.
dude. And I hope you found your kangaroo shoes.
Same.
So,
which is another weird little glitch in the matrix there. That is bizarre.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, especially when you're so adamant about something and it's a factor in your life where people on your soccer crew have them, purchase them, and you equate it to when the ban was lifted, but it was never lifted.
Yeah, you went in there to grab you some. They're like, no.
It's weird. It is weird. The world's a weird place, my guy.
Yep.
Stay safe out there, Mark. We're looking forward to hearing from you again. Send us some more weird shit.
All right, we got 2 more here. Looks like a total of about 4 minutes. So we're going to run these and see where we end up.
Let's go.
Hey, my Brad. Ingrid, your friend from Texas. I'm just calling because I have a challenge for y'all. I've been trying to find the story for quite some time now. I heard it on Coast to Coast years ago. I can't find the show at all. I'm even a Coast to Coast insider, and I can't find the show to save my life. I know I heard it though, because, being from Texas, Louisiana, it's kind of our cousin in a way. So the story is about a guy. He was a New Orleans police officer who claims that he did some training in a mall in New Orleans with reptilians during the hurricane. and him being, you know, a police officer, that makes it. I've known a lot of police officers in my life, and some of them are kind of crazy. Like, oh God, you gave this person a badge and a gun. Type of crazy. But anyway, most of them are pretty straight laced, you know, straight arrow kind of guys, and good men, good family men. And I take it just from listening to this guy, that's kind of how he was. He was, you know, straight arrow. And but seriously, he had quite the story about training with reptilians in a mall during Hurricane Katrina. And the reptilians, he said, you know, it's not like they were super friendly, but if I remember correctly, it's not like they were completely our enemy and hated us. And I really wish I could remember this, why I keep trying to find the story. Like, was it he was training with them because they were going on a mission in outer space? I don't know. But it was such an interesting story. I would love to hear it again. And I've even just tried to find it on the internet. And the only thing I was able to find, and it might have even been on Reddit because it was like a year or so ago when I found it. And I was just like, oh, this is a stupid message board. Sorry, Reddit. I don't think it's a stupid message board now, but you know, it was a message board, and I was like, this is not putting me where I want the story. But it did kind of say that, and I think it was maybe even actually the police officer who claims it happened to him. But I think that would be a great show for y'all if y'all could find that. I mean, come on, like, really seriously, people training with reptilians for something I don't know what it was for, but I hope y'all can find it. Anyway, y'all know how much I love y'all, and I'm going to be calling back on a separate line, you know, separate message, to give you an update about communications with my mama that passed away. She's kind of come back in spades, letting me know she's still around. So I hope y'all are all healthy and everything's going great for y'all. And as usual, super duper love the show. I wish y'all could make more of them. I know there's life, but y'all just have a good weekend. I'll be calling back. Bye.
Hey, Ingrid. I know that I have heard this story before. I don't know many of the details. Steve just tried finding it and didn't have much luck. However, this is where we put out the call to the Holofoot clan.
Squatch call.
Holofoot clan, find this story.
Do work.
Find this story. Send me links. Let's go.
We need to find it. Hurricane Katrina, mall training, cop and reptilians.
Let's go.
Coast to coast.
Holofoot clan.
You guys got this. I know you're just chomping at the bit for the next mission. We need to find this encounter.
This is it. Let's on your
Discord,
pantyhose masks.
Discord, we're looking at you.
Yeah, you're responsible.
We're looking at you. Facebook, do your thing. If you're on Facebook, you got time to search stuff up.
It's true.
Find this shit. Let's go.
Facts.
Let's go.
Facts.
I hope they do dress up like the Foot Clan when they're searching.
They do.
We do have the Shredder guy.
That's fucking true.
It is. We 100%. Have a dude in full
I told you the
Shredder armor.
The Foot
with
made
a Holosky
sense.
shirt.
The Foot Clan made sense.
Shout out to the Shredder.
Hollow Foot Clan. Let's go. I am gonna design a sticker that is the Hollow Foot Clan.
That's where we're at.
It's happening.
Folks, this is where we're at.
We could legitimately use a Bigfoot.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah. See, we're golden. We're golden.
I was just thinking the same thing.
We got to figure it out.
Hollowfoot. That's going to be the next cryptid, the Hollowfoot.
Hell yes.
Hollowfoot.
I love it.
The Foot Clan logo. Jesus.
We're geniuses. Absolutely.
Oh, there's 150 different of them.
See?
Different ones of them. This is pissing me off.
We're straight.
I hope I look like that.
You do.
Good. That's fun. That's money. That's money.
All right, so
Last one and done.
gonna play the last one here. It looks like a short one,
Let's
but
go.
the short ones
There's
sometimes
a
are a great
Ghostbuster with a
one.
Foot Clan hood on.
Interesting.
That was sick.
All right, so
dig
here we
it.
go.
Yeah, man, I just wanted to call in there and ask you guys, I shit on myself. And I was listening to your guys' podcast when I done it. I haven't been the same since. I think the Greys are looking for me. Pretty sure they are. I'm on top of the wilderness right now. I'm standing on top of the big. I think they're after me, man. I think they're after me. What's going on, Camberlita? What's going on over there?
Shit all myself. They call Gibby. They call back up. They like.
We appreciate you guys. Yeah.
Well,
boys.
that is unfortunate that you shit yourself.
I don't know what they got going. What you got going on? Where was that from? Definitely Kentucky.
Yeah,
I called it.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
But
I hope that you got some clean drawers on now.
yeah. I hope that it didn't
Best
have
of
anything
luck.
to do with the Greys abducting you. Tampering with the O-ring, maybe. You don't need that.
That sucks.
You don't need that.
That sucks, my guy.
But I don't know.
See, and it was a short one, and I called it. It's not like the short ones are not always a down.
The short ones are just what they are. They are what they are.
They are.
I don't know.
That one, I mean, I feel like
hope
that.
you're
I feel like
doing good.
I feel like that was a pretty solid way to end the episode.
Yeah.
A whole lot of shit that I don't understand, except for the fact that he shit himself listening to us,
I mean,
and now he's on top of high string just with the Greys and shit.
yeah, I guess. Call us back and tell us more weird stuff and less poop stuff.
That's pretty sound advice.
It was pretty vague. I'm in high strangeness with the Greys. And did he have somebody else there?
I don't
Did
know.
he talk to a second person?
It kind of sounded like it, but it could have been.
You old boys are wild.
Yeah, something like that.
Wild.
I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know what happened, but you know what? We're here for it. So,
For sure.
yeah, let us just keep us in the loop. We're sorry we made you poop. Keep us in the loop. My rap career just started.
Hell yeah.
Crap career. I'm done.
You need to be.
I'm out.
You need to be.
So, check us out at all your social medias: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Discord, Reddit, wherever it is. Come and hang out. And until next time, stay safe, stay weird, and listen to Mark from the City of Angels and take your vitamin E.